here's something I want you to understand, and I don't want you to forget this, because the next time you get in a fight with your mind and your mind is under attack, I want you to remember this. Our feelings, what we feel, have a history. You understand? I said our feelings have a history. And sometimes our current feelings are being fueled by old wounds. Let me say it again. Our feelings are attached to a history. And they're fuel. And here's what we got to know. Sometimes what we feel in that moment is being fueled by a wound that God has already healed in my life. I said they're being fueled by something that God has already given me the victory over. They're being fueled by something that was what it was, but this is what it is. Let me tell you something. It's going to take work. It's going to take work, but it's possible for our past wounds to influence our present behaviors. I said it's possible for our wounds from the past to start influencing our present behaviors, and in those moments, we have to remind every devil in hell that he is my peace and he has broken down every wall, and devil, you have no power. He took that all, just start reminding him he went to Calvary for that. He was beaten for that. He was marred beyond recognition for that. He was wounded for my transgression. He was bruised for my iniquity, and you are defeated. Say it, devil. You're defeated. You're defeated. You're defeated. You're defeated. You are defeated. This is how you guard your mind and you guard your heart. I started speaking to my present behavior like Jesus spoke to the storm that was out on the water. See, the boat that he would, let's say it like this. The boat that we find ourselves in is never really threatened simply because there is a storm on the outside. It becomes threatened when the storm gets on the inside. So once the storm that is on the outside gets on the inside of the boat, it has the power to sink that boat. So whatever you do, don't let the winds, don't let the waves, don't let the lightning, and don't let the rain that is clashing up against your life, don't let it get in your life. Don't let it in your heart. The enemy wants your mind, because if he can make your mind unstable, he can make everything about your life unstable. But you have the power to keep him out of your mind. For the Bible says that the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but they are mighty through God to the pulling down of. The word strongholds there means the argument. So our weapons have been divinely empowered to destroy, to level, to ruin, and to put an end to every stronghold or every argument of the enemy. What kind of argument, Pastor Brady? The war of words that I was telling you about. The weapons of our warfare has the ability to go in and drive out those voices and silence the enemy when he tells you you're nothing, you never will be nothing. The weapons of our warfare literally causes the war of words to cease in our life, because they cast down every argument and they bring into captivity every thought, every crazy thought, every lying thought, every threatening thought, every wavering thought, every harassing thought, every unstable thought that that exalts itself. It exalts itself against the knowledge of Christ. Can I tell you today that it's what you know about God, not hear about God, but what you know about God that will stabilize you in a storm. So after you have eliminated fear from your mind, after you protected your mind so that you can keep on loving, after you stabilize your mind, this is my last point, then we are told, I believe it was in verse 14, that we are to gird up the loins of our mind. You didn't know that your mind had loins. But loins speak of reproductivity. Once your mind stabilizes, that is when you have the power to reproduce and to begin stabilizing your mind. And here's what I want you to see. Once your mind settles, your peace settles. Once your peace settles, your joy is back. Once your mind settles, your sons and your daughters and your vision and your marriage and your ministry and your money, all of that starts reproducing again. Your dreams start reproducing again. All of that becomes productive again because you have girt up the loins of your mind. So how do we gird up the loins of our mind? I'm so glad you asked me that, because this is going to be an easy one for you. You gird up the loins of your mind by putting all